Hi, everyone joining us for our final session. I'm going to wait a few minutes because one of the training sessions is still finishing. I'm not going to wait that long, don't worry. But while I'm waiting, it'd be great if you can fill out the survey. There's actually two surveys for you. One is about today, and one is the Women and Girls Sector survey, which I have mentioned a few times today, but I'm mentioning it again. And we would be grateful if you could complete it. And also, if you could share it with anybody else. Also, be great if you could mute yourselves as well. So you can find the survey in the little section called Resources, which is along the bottom panel. And there are two surveys in there for you to complete. So I can see we've still got people coming in from the waiting room, and we'll start very shortly as well. I hope you've all had a great day. If you want to post any of your reflections in the chat, it'd be good to hear from you. And we'll just close with some words from me as well, while she looks frantically around the screen to find her words. So let's have a look. I think that might be we're probably good to go, actually. So thank you for joining us for the closing session. I'm Rebecca Gill, the CEO of Rosa, and we're just going to have a few words from me to draw our annual summer conference of 2024 to a close. So firstly, I want to thank you all for coming today. Across the day, we've had so many diverse voices sharing their expertise and knowledge and experience. I was really delighted this morning, and I felt very honoured to welcome Ezra Goldsmith to open our conference. I know many of you felt very moved by what she said, and we had such strong feedback from so many of you about what she had to say. And she reminded us that sexism is a deadly weapon, but that we had to have hope. And she urged us to celebrate our diversity because this is such a critical way to create solidarity across generations. Ezra was unapologetic in her belief that feminism is about women's and girls' liberation, and that was something that felt very close to my heart. And she obviously told us that dancing is the best form of self-care. So I hope after today's conference, you're all going to go and put your favourite tunes on and dance like nobody's watching and not care too much if they are. And then with Ezra's wisdom ringing in our ears, we heard from 7 women's and girls organisations, all delivering vital work across the nations and regions of the UK. I want to thank all of those organisations for giving up their time today. I felt really inspired by their work. And I felt that they perfectly illustrated the power and strength of women's and girls organisations, and the fact that no change in women's and girls' lives ever happens without women and girls leading and stewarding it. That is true today, and that has been true throughout history, and we must remember that when we leave today's conference. Our mission today was to connect and inspire all our participants to ensure that you know that you are not alone, however lonely and hard it might feel sometimes doing what you do. And we had 700 people register for today's events, which is a record-breaking number for a Rosa conference. These are organisations, and so many of you here today are from organisations at really different stages of development. We had some really established women's and girls organisations, and we had many that are just at the very, very start of their journey. And we're delighted that you were all able to join us today. We hope that you found the networking sessions helpful in allowing you to find others in the sector with whom you can connect. And that the training sessions inspired you and motivated you, but also made you realise how much you do already know. Because Rosa's mission overall is to invest in organisations to strengthen the sector and to use our voice to achieve change for our sector. And I've mentioned already, and I will mention again, the Women and Girls Sector Survey. You can find it in the resources section. But this is a really critical tool, a resource that we're trying to create here. We're sharing it across our social media channels. You can find it on our website. But we are doing this survey because we want to gather the evidence and we want to tell your story to a wider audience. The women and girls sector has for too long been undervalued and underfunded. Our story mirrors the story of too many women and girls, individual women and girls in this country and across the world. But I don't want anyone to leave today's conference feeling down. I want you to know that we are powerful, and our solidarity and our connection is our superpower. And as Ezra said to us this morning, you never know the waves that you are going to make. So when you leave today's conference and when you feel you'll go back to your work and you might feel a bit lonely, we need you to continue creating ripples and making those waves. And we need this more than we've probably ever needed it in any of our lifetimes. So I hope that you can leave today's conference knowing that you are not alone, that there are people out there that you can connect to, that Rosa is here to champion you, that we really, really believe in the women and girls sector, and that we can see you again at other Rosa events and at our annual conference next year. So thank you for coming. Do complete the feedback surveys and hope to see you all again soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been really good.
Thank
Thanks,
you very
everyone.
much. Bye.
Bye.